on, everybody? Titan.Overland here. So we just got back from Windrock Park. If you don't know where that's at, it's about an hour west of Knoxville in a little town called Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Windrock is a big off-road park, privately owned. Sits on about 700,000 acres and has about 300 miles worth of off-road trails. And they all range from beginner to insane, super expert type thing. So they allow off-road vehicles, trucks, Jeeps, things like that. Side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. They've even got a pretty sweet downhill mountain bike course. So really awesome in the mountains of Tennessee. So it was just great views. Had a great time. We were there for the 4th annual Shamrock Shakedown. So event, live music, food. Not as many vendors as I thought there would be, but still, either way, still a good time. The event itself cost $65 per person, and then you get a t-shirt, patches and stickers and things like that. And then you also got to pay for the land use permit, which is $23 per person per day. So, and that's if you're using the trails. So we were out there, we got there Thursday, and we only rode the trails. Well, I only rode the trails Friday and Saturday, so paid $46 for just myself for those 2 days to get the trail. So just keep that in mind when you're there. It's not per person, or not per vehicle, it's per person. And then buy a map. That's probably one thing I can't stress enough is buy a map. Buy a map at the general store. They're like $6. And it's super easy to get mixed up and lost on the trail. That is much more difficult than you're expecting, and especially pulling into a trail where it's hard to back up on, or where you're with a group. That can make things a little more difficult to get out of. So do that. Have Gaia loaded. You typically get cell service out there, but there's some parts where you don't. So have Gaia. That definitely helps. So make sure you load those maps too. You can't stress that enough. Overall, though, it was a great weekend. Got to do a lot of wheeling, testing the rigs. I did mess up my passenger door because I don't have sliders. But it happens. It is what it is. You can't go out off-roading and not expect to get some damage ever. It's going to happen at some point. But yeah, it turned out to be a great event. He was out there with Queen City Off-Road Toyota. They're kind of like my home club as well. They're based out of Charlotte, and it's exclusively a Toyota group. So I got lucky when I came in, because I'm the only Nissan guy, and I'm sure I'll be the only off-brand person Toyota. Anyways, it was a good time. We all rolled together and had our little groups and kind of went out exploring. This trip was also the first time I brought a drone out. So we just purchased the DJI Mini 2. Got a lot of that footage too. So let me know in the comments below, what you think, what I could do better. For any of you drone pilots that are out there, just let me know. Give me some advice, any pointers, whatever, because I'm still learning this thing. This is still very new, the whole YouTube and all of that. So, but I like being able to share the adventures that I go on, and have my kids and all that stuff. Like, I like to share it with people because it's fun, and it's after all the lockdown and being kind of cooped up in your home, it's nice to kind of get out and see. So I want to try to bring my adventures to those of you that are still cooped up or whatever. So, anyways, enjoy the video. Any comments or questions, throw them down there, and I'll get to them when I can. You guys be safe.